Another makeup review. Yes, hoping that I can bring you more and more and more and more of these. So if you want to see what Black Opal is saying about their makeup, continue watching. So we're just gonna get started. Again, we're looking at Black Opal, and I'm gonna be using as many products as possible from this Black Opal line that we carry at the Eye Candy Makeup Store, okay? And that I use on my clients. And so the only thing is, I just have to start off with finding out exactly which foundation I'm gonna go with. And so I grabbed a few. We have the hazelnut, we have nutmeg, and those are both sticks. These are the sticks, and these are the sticks look. And then I also pulled the chocolate. Not sure how you pronounce that, but I got that. I grabbed that pump as well. So I have the pump, and I also have the sticks. And so background information on these sticks and pumps, as you may or may not know. So sticks are the stick formulation from Black Opal is really geared toward persons with dry skin, but it's one of the favorites because it really gives good coverage. So if you want good coverage and you have oily skin, you can still use it, but just know that you may get oily a little quicker. And so all it means then too is that you may need to properly prep your face for, you know, oil production. So you want to use mattifying primers. Maybe you may want to add just a little more extra priming steps in your makeup routine if you're going to use the Black Opal sticks, okay? But if you definitely have dry skin or mature skin, you want to use the sticks. The sticks are really amazing. And they're pore perfecting liquid foundation, the liquid foundation. Love it because this formula was actually created for oily skin. So if you have oily skin, the matte formula is really, really good because it really dries to a matte finish, okay? So I'm gonna just swatch real quick and then we're gonna jump into our makeup. I already did my brows like from earlier today and I had some lashes on, so I just decided to keep them and go from there. This is the hazelnut. And from what I can see, the undertone is pretty red. And I tend to look a little, you know, bronzy-ish, reddish sometimes. I'm gonna use the back side of this next sponge, and I'm gonna swatch now. Then, what did I say? Nutmeg? That's actually hazelnut. If I didn't say that, that's hazelnut. And now I'm gonna put on the nutmeg right next to that. The nutmeg's looking really good. And the oat chocolate, I just wanted to try it. I used to use it before, but I'm not quite certain. So I'm just taking a few pumps. Just gonna put it on my palette, not too much. I'm gonna use a clean wedge. And then right next to that. And then another place to check really is the top of your chest, just to see if it which one kind of disappears into the chest. And oat chocolate is looking pretty good. I feel like the nutmeg is a shade lighter. I don't want to look too light when I put my foundation on. I really want this to blend into my skin. And let me try one other pump. I actually have suede mocha here, and let's see how this goes on. Let's see how this goes on. Another wedge. Yeah, we use a lot of wedges for this. Right in front of this. Check that out. Okay, so I don't know. You tell me, which one do you like better? So this last one is actually suede mocha. Really want to get a good look. So we have suede mocha, we have hazelnut, we have nutmeg, which I say that right, yeah, hazelnut first, then we had nutmeg, And then we had oat chocolate. So this is oat chocolate, and your suede mocha on the end. Suede mocha, oat chocolate, nutmeg, hazelnut. And this is the suede mocha again, because you see the suede mocha as it oxidizes is really actually a shade darker than my skin. So actually the oat chocolate may be that shade that I'm going to go with today. So that is going to be the 1, 2, 3rd one. And what you want to do is you really want to make sure that the foundation kind of blends into or disappears into the skin. You don't want to be able to see it. It shouldn't be standing out. And so for my sisters who may feel like as if it's too dark, once you put on your highlighter, your highlighting concealer, that can pull out some of the light undertones in your face, okay? So I wouldn't worry about that just yet. So we're going with oat chocolate. Okay guys, let's get beat. So I'm using the oat chocolate. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Pain au chocolat.
I'm going to be using some of the e.l.f. oil control primer on my face. This is as a mattifying primer. And because it's a liquid mist, I'm going to put some of that in my blending sponge as well, okay? So now Black Opal, I know we into this makeup craze where we have so many brands that we can now choose from, and some really good brands out there, from Fenty to Anastasia to Laura Mercier to, I mean, like, so much that we can choose from, right? Then there's Black Opal. And there's some other department store brands that have really like upped their game. You know what? I'm gonna just take these hoops off for now, so my makeup is done. They have upped their game. I think one of the advantages of Black Opal in comparison to some of the other higher end brands is the price. Okay, so this is that price point for Black Opal. We're in the Caribbean. I'm in the Bahamas, and so for us, we end up paying a little bit more for department store brands than you would say in the US. I don't know how it is in the UK, etc. But because of shipping, we have to bump up our prices a little bit. So for Black Opal, you may find that you can get it anywhere between, like, the sticks and pumps, anywhere between maybe $12, $15 to like about $20 or so. Okay, so that's not bad in comparison to some of the higher end brands where you would spend like $40+ for foundation. Okay, so if price point is one of the things that you're looking at in terms of selecting your foundation, then you may want to go with Black Opal as a choice. Someplace you can start for sure. Okay, so we offer different price points at the store. We have the Black Opal, and then our higher end brand would be our Inglot. And I'm gonna be doing some reviews on that as well, so you can look out for them. Look out for that pretty soon. Okay, so I'm just putting this on here and just making sure I get a good layer of product over my entire face, and I'm really liking the color, the shade. This oat chocolate is a very neutral shade for me, and my skin tone tends to be very neutral. At least neutral shaded foundations tend to look pretty good on my skin. Sometimes redder undertones too can really look good and pop off as well. Okay, so we want to make sure we get this into the hairline. As well, and over the lid. We don't carry the full brand of products from Black Opal, like some of their skincare products, and some of the other beauty products. We don't carry everything, but we try to carry the basic products from this line, like their foundations. We have about 3 or 4 different type of foundations that we carry from Black Opal. And I'll just put it right here, the several foundations that you can get from Black Opal, like their Pore Perfecting, and the list goes on. I'm not gonna get myself in any trouble trying to list them right now. Okay, so you can look out for them, and you can check out our website. Like, I'm doing this because I know people are unable to move and shop around like they would love to, and so I want you to see how the product is, how it wears, and I do like it, and I do wear it. You know, I like me some fine stuff, but you know, I still can appreciate, you know, my department store brands. Okay, so I just want to make sure I get my jawline. And if you're uncomfortable using the beauty blender, then you could just use your brush. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat, you know? It's good. Point is, you want to make sure that this is like seamless. You want to make sure the shade is right. That is what you want to make sure of for sure. Make sure for sure. Okay, so foundation is looking pretty good. I'm really loving that foundation. Not bad. And it feels very lightweight. It really doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, honestly. I don't know if it's because of my priming as well, because that light spray mist on the face really makes the foundation feel really light, and I'm loving that about it. And so right now I'm gonna just highlight my face, and I'm gonna be using their Nutmeg shade concealing foundation. It's actually a concealing foundation that I'm gonna be using. It comes in a cream cake, killed. And I'm just gonna take some of that and put it on the my palette using my concealer brush. But because it's so thick, now I guess that's one downside of it. If you use it on your face, it may not blend as well or easy that a liquid foundation would. And so I'd say that this may serve better as a concealer underneath the eyebrows, which I'm about to do right now with this concealer. Because I don't want I think the shade, I don't want my concealer to be too bright. Okay, underneath my eyebrows. I'm just gonna blend it out when I'm all done. I don't know if you can hear the wind. It's like howling in the background. Okay, and there's my concealer. Like I said, I don't know if you can see that, but it's very, very thick in its consistency, which is not bad if you're putting it like on a brow bone. And so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, because I don't have a liquid. They do have liquid foundation formulas, liquid concealers, sorry. I'm just blending this out. But we don't have that in the store, so I'm just going to pretty much using what I have access to. Okay, because I do like the shade of that Nutmeg as a highlighter. I'm just blending it out with this little brush here. Beginning and the end. I'm going to go over the top. Just to make sure there's balance up front. Okay. And there you go.